Good evening, everyone, and welcome to FTB Sports. This is your new show, brand new show, starts up. As always, we've got in-house Mr. B on Monday, and let's say a massive welcome to Unofficial Pundit again.
Yes, Mr. Pundit.
Mr. Pundit, let's see tonight, if tonight's your night again. What, that's 2-0, isn't it? That's 2-0, 2-0.
Listen, I'm a part of this show. Yeah, I'll never leave in this show. Listen, if you ever get rid of me, I'm hunting you guys down. I'm firmly a part of the Suns Up show. I will leave. If a Monday leaves, I'll leave. I'll be happy to leave.
That is it. That's it. That's it. It's the unofficial on Monday show, isn't it, Mr. B? We just sit here and relax.
That's fine, chill.
We just
I
chill.
just listen to the joke.
Yeah,
I want him.
Hopefully this week's your lucky week. So guys, if you are watching on Facebook, please smash a like, subscribe, share. Also being a chance to win a football shirt of your choice with your name and number on the back of it. So guys, tonight we're not going to even indulge about yesterday's game. We've got bigger topics to talk about today. So let's start with the first one today. And I think this is gonna relate. An Unofficial Pundit is gonna like this one. Should De Gea be Manchester United number one? Now, the reason why we brought this up is because we did a show on, was it Thursday? And we had a lot of comments about De Gea should not be Manchester United number one, and we should give it to Henderson. Reason being, Henderson seems more commanding of his box, and he comes out for more and he's more vocal. Now, I've got the stats, I've got everything. So let's start off with, let's go Mr. B first. Mr. B, De Gea, Manchester United number one, yes or no? What's your thought on him being United number one still?
I would give Henderson the opportunity to prove himself number one until the end of the season. I think De Gea's made a couple of ricks. He did make a good save yesterday, to be honest. It was a blinding save, but it's one game. Henderson hasn't conceded a goal in the 7 games he's played. But the level of the team that he's been playing against is obviously a lot less than the teams that De Gea's been playing against. But I would give Henderson a go. I would give Henderson a go now. Especially as I've been listening to the games without the sound on, without the crowd noise.
Yeah.
You can hear him. He bellows. Everybody knows what he's doing. When the same game's on with De Gea playing, you don't hear nothing. He's quiet as a mouse. So I would have Henderson. I would give Henderson a go till the end of the season.
Excellent. So this is my flip side now. Who do I go to next? So I go to Unofficial Pundit. I'll go to on Monday because I know this is going to cause a bit of debate now. So I'm going to flow it. And guys, again, last week wrap-off was brilliant. So let's see. Let's go to...
Not for me.
I've got to control the environment tonight again. So let's start off with... Go with a Monday, and then we can flip it back to Unofficial, and then come back and say, well, so go on a Monday. United's number one, yes or no?
The answer is yes. He should. The question is, should he be number one? The answer for me is yes. He's undefeated for the last 10 years. He's still our champion, number one goalkeeper, as far as I'm concerned. But the thing is, this is open for debate. I don't think we're going to disagree on this, by the way. I think Henderson, as he proved last season, is a top Prem goalkeeper. Yeah. 100%. Based on Sheffield United's form this season, I'm thinking, what's going wrong with them? And then I'll be, oh, wait a minute, Henderson's back with us. Do you see what I'm saying? Yeah. Maybe that's it. And as you were saying the other day, Solo, about how keepers can generate points for clubs. Like Michael used to give us 10, 12 points a season just from his saves and all that kind of thing. So, yeah, I think Henderson's proved his worth. Like Mr. B was saying, I really do agree with your point about the level of opposition he's playing against, clean sheets and all that. We're playing in the Europa League. It's not good enough. But hopefully he gets a run all the way to the final. Granted, we get there. And he can really prove it. He's had internet.
You think he would leave him? You think he would leave him to play? If we got to the final, do you think Ollie
He has to.
would play
Has
him?
to.
No.
Has to.
Didn't we say the other day? Excuse me, can you mute him for a minute, please? Can you mute the guy at the bottom there? Can you mute him? I heard him say, "It's my time." Sorry, Mr.
Oh,
B.
he done
Sorry.
me. He done me.
Mr. B. Yes, so you're saying?
Um,
Mr. B, he's got
Right.
Mr. B. He's got Mr. B. About
oh
playing in
yeah,
the
do you
final.
think he'll
should we?
play with the final the whole way to the final? Do you think
Yeah.
he'll play with the final?
Yeah, I really think he will. I
No.
think no doubt about that. I think if you start him like that, he's going to continue.
No.
Continue like that. And Henderson's had international caps. So the real question is, it hasn't. I don't know, but it seems to me Henderson's come out this season and said, "Look, I want to play." And people are asking, "Are they both going to be there next season?"
Yeah.
So I don't want to lose Henderson.
I think they'll both be there next season.
But the problem is, De Gea is at 30 years old. We didn't buy Van der Sar until he was like 35 or something, and he was still like peak form. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if we lose De Gea, do we lose top player, or do we sacrifice him on his 375? What did we say the other week? 375.
375.
Bring me in. Bring me in. Bring me in. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
So
I'm ready.
let me pass the ball off to-
Listen,
Thing.
I've been doing enough Roy Jones. I've been ducking enough punches. Is it my turn yet?
He's taking a swipe. Go on, I'm on the last bit, and then I think it's gonna be unofficial.
Okay, yeah. We just froze there or something. Something went wrong. There's a glitch in the matrix. Anyway, yeah. So I'm in two minds. I think we should try and do our best to keep Henderson happy, keep him sweet. If that means like the wages the Gea is on, I don't think he deserves that at the moment because he hasn't been on great form recently. Not saying sell him, but he needs a slap. You know, someone needs to string him up. And Henderson coming back into the scene and back to the club, that should give him worries. So let me just say last thing. So I know I'm waffling on a bit, but if we do lose De Gea, we got a top keeper there as backup. So.
True.
You know,
Unofficial, take over.
This is where I'm confused. I hear what he's saying about De Gea being number one,
Yeah.
but it's impossible to keep Henderson happy then, because if Henderson can't get ahead of De Gea now, it's impossible for him ever to get ahead of De Gea.
Yeah.
Because if you can't get ahead of De Gea, put it this way, the way I look at it is, we want Manchester United to be number one in the country,
Yeah.
and ultimately number one in the world. Is De Gea number one in the country? Is he number 5 in the country? No. Is he number 1 in the world? Is he number 5 in the world? No. So you want your most important player on the pitch, because he's the guy who ultimately is between your sticks. You're happy with him being maybe top 10 in the world. If we're happy, but being the highest paid in the world. If we're happy with that, I think we need to set our standards as we are just a top 4 club. That's the way I look at it. We're a top 4 club. And there's no way in this world De Gea can get a slap, like Amonde said, if he's still starting. No, but he can't. I agree with Amonde. He needs a slap back down to earth. And you give a goalkeeper a slap back down to earth by saying, you're not playing for 10 games. Because then he has to come in and prove himself again. De Gea doesn't have to prove himself. And let me tell you something, if he's sitting on that bench, he ain't going to give a shit, because every 10 weeks, he gets 3.75 million pounds. He don't care.
Yeah.
Real Madrid don't want him no more. Nobody bigs after him. He's happy to sit on that bench and eat that money, because I would be. I'd be like, cool. If you don't want to play me, I know I'm useless. If you don't want to play me, cool. I'll still take that 375.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
how are we gonna? The problem is, some people say to me, "Oh, but Henderson ain't better than De Gea," but we will never know if we don't play him.
Given a chance. He needs to be given a chance.
We will never know if he doesn't play 10 games, because the argument will always be what Mr. B said, and Mr. B's 100% right. He's playing against less opposition.
Yeah.
So let's play him against the top teams. And if he doesn't do it, then you can say to him in the summer, "Do you know what, son? You're welcome to leave. We're in the market for a keeper." But like this, we're not in the market for a keeper. Why would we be? We got 4 already.
Yeah.
So, and I'm sorry, like I said, if we want Man United to get back to number 1, we want them to have the best players in every position. De Gea's not that. It's okay being number 2 in the world. He's not even number 10 in the world. And I'll give you one example. I don't like.
Wait
I
on
don't like.
Monday. Wait.
I don't like Stephen Howson. I've had my wars with Stephen Howson, but some people tagged me in it, and someone sent me the video that he posted. Now I can post the video if you might want me to. One of them was the header Maguire had to do 7 yards out when Newcastle scored, which, let's be honest, that was a shit shot from St. Maximin. And my nan, who's in her 80s, just had her vaccine, she would have saved that. My man, flimsy. Anyway, number two, the exact same sort of cross against Real Sociedad. Henderson comes out, the ball lands exactly the same place, about 7 yards out. Henderson comes out, grabs it, rolls it to
Fred, booyah.
Fred, who plays a simple straight ball to puts Marcus Rashford through, and we score a goal.
Oh, is that how it went down?
What?
That's how the goal went down.
Exactly how it went down.
No. It was a great pass by Fred.
Henderson catches the ball.
Henderson, okay.
Listen,
Henderson catches the ball, rolls it to Fred. Fred turns. Can't believe that he can play a straight ball. Marcus Rashford in that much
Thank
space.
you.
He's like, Fred, if you watch it back, Fred pulls for a second. His soul jumped out of his body and went, "You've got your moment to shine here, boy." Just play this ball straight. He plays the ball straight. Marcus Rashford runs onto it and we score.
Oh God,
But
you lot disrespecting
The exact
Fred
same
today.
ball, against Newcastle. Your goalkeeper don't come out for it. Your centre back stretch, he gets a header on it. It lands to St. Maximin, who hits a shit ball into the ground. And guess what? De Gea's so implemented on his goal line, he doesn't know what to do. Because if he jumps, he might hit the goalpost. And we know he don't want to hurt himself. So he's like, I will flap at it and pretend I tried to save it. And I know Maguire's going to get the blame, so who cares?
Okay, let's go to... Go on.
Sorry, can I...
Go on, Amanda.
Let me just tackle him, take the ball off him for a minute.
Go on.
I just got two quick. Like you just said, is he the top 5 in the country?
Yeah.
And you said straight up no. And moved on. And I had to we need to discuss this.
Let's go.
You say Nate, I want you to name me in the Prem 5 better goalkeepers than
I hate to say so.
Okay,
I hate to say it from other clubs because certain clubs I'm going to mention their goalkeepers and I hate them. But
hold on. Sorry. Unofficial. I want better, not no debatable.
Okay.
No one's like yeah. I want to see nods. Everyone knows better. Not no debatable.
Okay, but it isn't. No, it isn't a debate. I'll tell you why it isn't a debate because these people, these guys are winning things. The Gea's not. Anyway,
no.
One at a time.
I don't like how you come with these stats.
Also, when we won the league, by the way, look at how many goals we scored with De Gea in goal. And we still had Rio and Vidic, by the way. And look at how many, we still had Evra. And look at how many goals we still conceded. But guess what? We had the firepower up front with Rooney and Van Persie to outscore those teams. De Gea weren't making saves then. He is the best goalkeeper in the world at shots straight at him. They'll ping off of him at like he's a goalpost.
You see how he's gathering time thinking about it.
But the goalkeepers, Martinez, leagues ahead of him.
No, it's debatable.
Leagues ahead of him.
Even Mr. B is shaking his head.
What
I haven't said nothing. I haven't said
Sorry.
Your screen must be shaking. I ain't done nothing. I'm sitting there.
Hold up.
When it comes to the name, I want to see. Yeah.
Okay, one second. So Martinez. So you telling me Martinez for Aston Villa, who has 13 clean sheets, more than De Gea, who has Tyrone Mings and a few guys I don't even know in front of him, is not better than David De Gea? Is that what you're telling me?
That's one.
No,
That's one. That's one.
are we? What you two? Agree?
No. We're just counting the numbers. We're just counting numbers.
I agree.
You think it's better. Martin, Arsenal dash out and said you don't need him. He's better.
Monday. We're not talking. Listen, Monday. We're not talking about over the last 10 years. We are talking about the last 2-3 seasons. That's what counts. 10 years
quick
ago
one.
don't count.
Sorry, guys.
Wayne Rooney was world class 10 years ago. He's a manager now. We're not talking about 10 years ago.
I've got some stats as well. Interesting stats.
Form can dip for a month, 2 months, maybe 3 months.
He's still
Form can't dip.
chatting his lips, and we still don't have a 5 because he's thinking.
I'm not thinking. People are asking.
Bring them, come.
Martinez, Edison, Allison, Kasper Schmeichel. That's just 4. No. I didn't thought about anyone else yet. Who
else we got? Not Lloris. Not Lloris.
Lloris nowhere near. Lloris nowhere near. So do you know what?
No.
I won't even make. Do you know what? Wait.
So take that back.
Nick Pope.
Did you wait a minute? Did you see Ramsdale? Wait a minute. Did you see Ramsdale yesterday? Oh my God!
Brilliant.
Oh my God!
Brilliant.
De Gea couldn't make that many saves in one game if his life depended on it.
See, already, bruv. He's down to 7.
Thank you.
The only ones that do is Edison and Allison.
But for Manchester United, it shouldn't be debatable. Was it debatable with Van der Sar? Was it debatable with Schmeichel? No, it wasn't debatable. They were number 1. We're debating 6 players already. That's bad.
This guy should be apologized. I would actually vote for you. Listen, the question was naming 5 better, right?
Name 7.
Name 7.
Anyway, and the whole world can see this. Tune in. The whole world can see this. They know I'm right. You know, you were wrong.
It shouldn't even be debatable.
Anyway,
guys, what we're going to do now is we're going to read through some questions, and then after that, I've got some stats here, some very interesting stats as well on Monday. Serious. To be honest with you, I'm a De Gea guy, and when I look at these stats over the last 2 seasons, you're going to question your judgment about him. So, would you mind hitting the would you mind Would you mind hitting these comments for us, please, on Monday?
Yeah, okay. Paul Carr, how you doing, brother? Tottenham fan. Says, welcome, guys. Welcome, Mr. Pundit. Big up, Mr. Pundit.
Thank you, mate. Thank you.
And Paul, welcome, guys. Facebook user, no name. Question for you all. Do you honestly believe that United are good enough this season to win the league?
Don't be silly. No.
I did. I think we are.
No, we're not.
On Monday, I want whatever you're smoking. It must be good.
This is what brings us on to is Ollie good enough? Because the team is good enough. It's just that we lost stupid games.
No, it's not.
We have got a good team.
The team is not good enough.
Ollie wasn't good enough. That's why he didn't win yesterday.
Team is not good enough. I'm sorry.
That's a debate. That's a debate for another day. Oh, sorry, go on Monday.
Yeah, sorry. Adam Morris. Hi, Adam. How you doing, bro? De Gea all day long. Yeah, like that. Adam Morris again. He says, I think I played against Hendo last Sunday. Was that FIFA? Paul Carr says, I agree with Mr. B. To be honest, De Gea isn't the De Gea of old.
Thank you.
He's better than your keeper.
You, Paul.
And Paul Carr again said, not that I give a shit anyway. Here comes the birthday girl who got blind yesterday because we didn't beat them. Evening, guys. Hi, Tracy. Everyone say hi to Tracy.
Hi, Tracy.
Hello, Tracy.
And his Spurs for life. Yes, my Don, my big man, the host. He says, De Gea in Spanish, Luis.
Thank you.
Spurs for life again. I'd hate to join this convo with Tony Marshall and De Gea. You would never get a word in, and these two talk too much. Paul Carr says all players should have to prove themselves. Can't stand players who are only there for the money. And furthermore, the coach would know if that was the case. Next move, sell. If not, let him go for free. If he's only there for the money and won't fight for his number 1 spot. He's talking about De Gea.
Yeah.
Okay. Sam Page, Mr. B online, subscribe to support your brother, and just realize it's a Mank channel. Well done, Mr. B. Adam Morris says, Sam, we got shows. Sam, we got shows for loads of teams on this channel.
Yeah, this is the Man United show, but FTB Sports, we've got Arsenal, we've got...
Don't name that Liverpool thing.
Yeah, we got Chelsea. So there's something for everyone. There's something for everyone.
Errol.
Yeah?
Where's Stitches gone?
He's already did their show yesterday. They did their show
want to see you. He don't want to see you,
He
man.
must hate me.
Oh,
He
God.
must
He's
hate
probably
me.
watching this. He's probably watching this as well.
High stitches. Adam Morris says, if form only dips for a couple of months, then can you explain where Martial's been for the last 4 years?
I'm not getting involved with that. Another show.
Oi. Don't. Do not.
You don't want to go
Adam,
there.
tell Adam
You
to
don't
go
want to go
away.
there. I got a whole
Tell Adam
Arsenal
to
for that
move.
one.
Tell Adam to move.
Paul Carr says what we were going to deal with earlier. I said, I want to hear Errol's stats. Yeah, me too.
Oh, no
Errol,
worries.
bring his
Adam.
stats up. Pause
Yeah,
the
Errol,
comments.
comedy stats, man.
Yeah. Come on, wasting time with these comments. They're all
Okay. Okay, guys. So if you're watching, please like, please subscribe, please share the page. This is FTB Football. Starts up with Unofficial Pundit, Mr. B, and Monday. Thanks for watching so far, and thanks for all the comments, guys. So, David De Gea for Manchester United, 337 appearances, 122 clean sheets, never scored a goal, never assisted one. He's won the Golden Glove once in the Premier League since being in Premier League. He's lost 67 games and won 186 games. Now, I was going to go through save, penalties, and everything. So let's go through it. Save, since he's been at Man United, 923 save. He saved 2 penalties. Punches only 144 balls. Only 144 balls he's punched since he's been at Man United. Yeah.
In how many games?
In 337.
In the Premier League, you know, where teams
Just the Premier League. Just the Premier League. Just Premier League.
That scares the life out of me.
Yeah.
That scares the life out of me.
He's claimed height, anything from the height, basically 187. That's him coming to clear the ball. He's only catch 109 shots. Save, he's done what? Sweeper save, he's done 93. Throughout on goal, basically, it's 128, which is slightly better. Now, I'm going to he's won, give him credit, he's won 4 play of the season for Manchester United. 4 play of the season.
Obviously,
for Manchester United.
I'm sorry.
We had garbage.
Who else could have got it? My memory's not that good, but I know our team was so shit.
No, Mr. B, you're wrong there. Not so shit. It was extremely fucking shit.
4 years running, or
4 years running. 4 years running.
Every year under Jose.
4 years running.
Every
Who are
year
they going
under
to give it to?
Jose.
Marouane Fellaini? Who are they going to give it to? Fellaini?
True.
So, in the game he's played, and these stats are bad. So in the games he's played, yeah, clean sheets that we said he kept 137, but he conceded a 1 point. So we're talking about this season alone, he's conceded a 1.8% of chances that the other teams created. So he's conceded goals in 90 minutes. That is bad. That's bad. Now, saves so far this season he's made is 0.72% of save per game. But wait for it. It's not over just this season. It's over the last 2 seasons.
Monday.
Is this a stitch?
What your eyes telling you, bro?
No, wait.
So he saves less than a shot a game.
Yep.
I swear to you, do you know the other day, I actually said to myself, it would be better to play with 12 men out on the pitch. 11 men out on the pitch and no goalkeeper.
Okay.
Because he ain't going to save nothing, but at least we have another man in the attack or something.
Yeah. So Dean Henderson now, we're talking about Man United and from Sheffield United as well, the way they break the season down. He's played 27 games. He's won 11, drawn 9, lost 7. Win percentages, though, to be fair, his win percentage is only 40%, loss percentage is 25, points per game is 1.55, clean sheets 10. David De Gea, 29 games, 12 wins, 9 draw, 8 losses, win percentage rate 41%, loss is 27%. Again, goals per game is the same as De Gea at 1.55 and 8 clean sheets.
I understand not one bit of what you said.
What he was doing is he was comparing Henderson last season to De Gea this season. That's what he was doing there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what he's doing
makes sense
so now so look at this. The man who's number 1 for Manchester United Football Club who gets 375k a week.
A lot of money.
Listen, do you know when Neymar heard that, he walked straight into the police and was like, "Oh, I want more money." They're like, "But you're getting 550 though." He said, "I don't care." That you see that guy, what he's getting? Have a look at him. Have a look at him.
Yeah.
And we're comparing him to the guy who was goalkeeper at Sheffield United last season. That's how low we have fallen as a football club.
It's, you know what, as I would say to people, I am a De Gea fan. I'm a huge De Gea fan. And when I saw these stats, I am a De Gea fan still. But I do believe
but
what
you're
you
a
said
Fred
earlier,
fan.
Mr. B.
You're a Fred fan. I sometimes I don't acknowledge. I just can't.
But when I was looking at the stats, I was sitting there thinking, am I really and truly looking at De Gea and seeing his percentages per game, the save, and when he's conceding, I'm sitting there thinking, nah. So then I started going through other things, trying to think, I'm wrong. This stats cannot be right. And all the stats I was coming back with, they were hitting the same numbers. And I was like, wow. But like we said as well, and I said it last week in one of the shows, Henderson has saved Sheffield United so many points last season. De Gea over the last few years has saved Manchester United few things. But this season and last season, but this season and last season, he's nowhere near the level he should be.
Guys,
nowhere near the level.
Sorry, can I just jump in?
Go on.
I just done something randomly on my phone because I didn't even know. Errol, I didn't even know we was going to talk about De Gea today,
Yeah.
So I've just gone over to my other phone, yeah? This is just what I've done quickly. David De Gea, 24 appearances in the league this season.
Yeah.
I've got that stat as well here.
Emiliano Martinez, 24 appearances in the league this season. Wait. Yo, big man.
All right.
He's holding.
Talk it. Go on.
Clean sheets. De Gea 9. Emiliano Martinez 13. Saves. De Gea 55. Martinez 92. So that means he had to make more saves. Nearly double. 1 second.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go a bit further down. Save percentage. Save percentage. So this is save success. Yeah? De Gea 65%.
Yeah.
Emiliano Martinez. What? This season. 65%.
Yeah, this stat about percentage, I will take this one. The others I reject.
Emiliano Martinez, 77.9, so basically 78%. That's a whole 13% nearly higher. Just a moment. De Gea's faced 4 penalties, saved 0 block clap penalties. Emiliano Martinez has faced 3, saved 1. Punches. That's the only place I'll say De Gea's done better. He's got 6 punches. Emiliano Martinez only got 1, which shocks me. But high claims. This is why De Gea has more. Because Emiliano Martinez ain't a pussy, so he come out and catch the ball. Anyway, high claims. On Monday, in 24 games, I'm going to tell you Emiliano Martinez's high claims. Remember, they played the same amount of games. Yeah. Then I want you to tell me De Gea's, just off the top of your head. Emiliano Martinez in 24 games has 32 high claims.
Can I ask you a question? When you say high claims, it's like coming out to claim the ball.
Coming out and claiming the ball like a man does.
Okay. Oh no! Don't put it like that, because we know where this is going.
And 32. Listen, 32. And the clue, I'll give you a clue. It's in those numbers for De Gea. What do you think his high claims are?
It's got to be less because you're stitching me up here, man. I say, but we know. I'm going to ask a question, but I need to sort of.
You got your point.
All right, I say it's half of that. 32, so 16. Yeah.
Bro, this wasn't a trick question because nobody on planet Earth would have got this right. His high claims are 2.
You're joking me.
2 high claims in 24 games. That means he's made 1 high claim every 12 games. Emiliano Martinez has more than a claim every game. So one's got 32, the other one's got 2. I told you the clue was in the numbers. You're going to take 30 away.
Go on.
That's bad.
Yeah, that's bad. So, okay, on Monday, hit your thing, and then we're going to go through some question, and then we're going to go to our next topic.
The only stat that really slapped me up there was the save percentage, where he said Martinez had 77 thing, because we can't gauge unless they're playing for the same club or the same level club. You can't really gauge it like that. I don't think it's possible.
Leicester, if you look at thingy as well, Kasper Schmeichel record as well is a lot better than his. If I'm right to say Kasper.
Yeah, but these sides, this is what I'm saying. These sides, you can't measure up against Man United. Maybe when you're playing for Man United, you don't get so much pressure as you would. It's like when we were talking about Dean Henderson's stats last season. When he's playing for Sheffield United, he's like Ramsdale. Wasn't his name Ramsdale?
Yeah.
He was like him every week. He was doing all that. Like,
but then, can I interrupt you a second though?
I don't think you can gauge anything from those stats. The only stat I would say, like I said to you, was the percentage stat, where it was like 77% of shots on target saved, compared to the lower one from De Gea. And I think, okay, poor. What I will say is this: things you don't see. This is what I say about these stats thing. What about De Gea's distribution with his feet? It's out there.
Don't worry about his feet. Don't worry about his feet. His feet does nothing.
Well, Schmeichel used to throw the ball to feet like in the halfway line.
Yeah, that's Schmeichel, world class.
De Gea was like the modern goalkeeper early on. It's only now when we've got Edison and Alisson, they're taking it to the next level. So I think De Gea's distribution. The only thing with De Gea that I don't like is his frame. You should go and speak to Fernando Torres and see what he's doing, because he needs to fill out. He still hasn't filled out, has he? He still looks quite skinny and thing. But you twist him up with the percentage stave. That's poor from De Gea. The punching and all that kind of thing doesn't mean anything. But who's a better shot stopper? And going back to the 5 again, I still don't know 5. That, even though you're talking about Martinez and everything else, still don't think he's better. Still don't think Kasper Schmeichel's better. The only 2 that I agree with, so we're not like half an hour into the show. The only 2 that I still agree with is Edison and Alisson.
What about Nick Pope?
Well, Martinez ain't better.
You've given a good argument. You gave it a good argument. But it's debatable. It's debatable.
All right, cool. Is Keylor Navas better?
He doesn't. Where's he play?
PSG won 3 Champions Leagues with Real Madrid, and he got to a Champions League final last season.
He's a good goalkeeper, but I don't think he's better than De Gea now.
Much better. Is Ter Stegen from Barcelona better?
Yeah. Big time.
Yeah. So we're naming all these top clubs that compete for trophies, and they've got a better goalkeeper than Man United. But
not all of them.
But our goalkeeper is higher paid than all of them. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
But when you get four player of the years,
player of the years.
That's why he's top player.
Imagine that, Mr. B. Imagine Keylor Navas and David De Gea doing it together. And David De Gea's pulling out his player of the season awards for Man United.
He goes on the training ground and said, "Oi lads, look what I did 4 years ago. 4 of them as well."
Keylor Navas will be like, "That's cute. I got nearly the same amount of Champions Leagues. That's cute. That's cute."
Who's it?
Monday, have we changed your mind? Have we changed your mind?
You named me 2 that are clearly correct. That was my only point. I don't listen. I think I tread carefully when I'm dealing with Matt Unofficial. He's dangerous. That's what a few weeks have shown, So I had to pick up my points wisely, and I'm still waiting for. I've got 2. Still waiting for 5. Anyway,
hitting these comments out.
Yeah. Let's go.
We'll go to the last.
Hi, Charles Williams. How you doing, brother? There's always one. The gift that keeps on giving.
He's a Liverpool fan. Leave him alone.
Okay. Mohammed, how you doing? Reminds me of Ty from Arsenal TV. Hope he's not talking about me. Oh God, Paul Carr. City were good enough a few months back. City went good.
That's meant to be weren't good enough.
Weren't good. I'm sorry. How do you pronounce this? Toyota Trolla.
Welcome back. Long time no see.
How you doing, bruv? Someone got to give Ollie interview lessons as well as coaching. He was talking so much was post-match. Talking about yesterday.
Yeah.
And Sam's first for life. Henderson is definitely a better long-term keeper. Doesn't say better, said long-term. Yeah, we agree. Paul Carr, as for United win the league. Yeah. And Gemma, a Liverpool fan. Big up, Gemma. 1 year since you beat a top 6 team. Here we go.
Let's not even answer typical Liverpool fans.
Again, stats don't show who you were facing in those wins. Can I just stop you there? She's right about the stats. This is what I'm saying. Everyone's hitting stats. Everyone like stats. Oh, this stat. It means nothing. We can all watch the game. We've all got eyes and knowledge to watch the football.
But hold on, can I say something though?
Like as I proved with the last year, Dean Henderson playing for Sheffield United. Of course, he's gonna have more saves to make. You know, you can't always compare stats unless you really dwell in deep and analyze them.
The games that we should have won, and then you can see Bruno Fernandes' face to say, "I'm blaming De Gea for it."
Yeah. Romeo, Lloyd Stewart,
Romeo.
yes, big up Romeo. De Gea is Spanish, is the Spanish Henderson. Yeah, good, chef.
Yes, Green Devil.
How you doing? Hi, guys.
Respect.
How you doing? Gemma Louise again. De Gea lost his shine when fax machine broke. Oh, God. Cancel her out. Don't know what. De Gea punches because he can't... Listen, Steven, cut her out, man. Cut her out. Paul Carr, 23 high claims. Green Devil, sorry, I'm late. Yeah, you're damn right. Everyone should know by now. 7:30 every week. Paul, 2 high claims. Yeah, 2 high claims. There's an issue there, which could be one of 2 things. He doesn't really care. He doesn't really care. Only here for the money. And second is a psychological reason. Lost his bottle. Boy.
They're coming at you today.
Paul Carr says, I'm on the towel, bro. I quit. All right. I quit, guys.
No, I'm not done with you.
He's got to say it's not finished. We're coming on to the next one.
Yes, Romeo. Big up. Fabianski, I would want him. Nah.
Now he's taking it to the next level.
Green Devil says, Martinez is the best keeper in the league. Don't let his team fool you.
Yep. 100%.
What Martinez for, man?
You should watch him.
Gemma Louise again. Who would buy De Gea's first team goalkeeper?
Swansea.
Okay. Unknown only. Paul Carr said pulling out his award pay as his paycheck.
Oh, God. Okay, guys. So the next part of the subject, guys. Thanks to the comments. Keep watching. This is going to get a bit more heated now because this is a subject. I know a couple of people in here isn't going to want to. Oh, he's gone, Mr. B. Where's Mr. B hiding?
No,
how are you
Mr. B's
feeling on Monday?
Oh, Mr. B, he's back. He's back. Okay. I need you here for this.
Should United sell Martial? There's a reason behind this comment,
Yo,
and it's going to be the last.
I don't know what happened there, boy.
Yeah. So let's start off with first things first. I like doing this thing where I go.
Why are you asking me that question, bro?
Because I like ask. Oh no. What I'll do is, I'm gonna go to. Oh, okay. Unofficial Pundit. What's your thought on this? Should United sell Martial?
I just look at it like this, man. I look at the before this season, the 3 times we played Chelsea in the league, Martial scored in all 3 games. That's my striker, yeah? He comes out in the big games and pow! Yeah, just hit them with it. Anyway, that's before this season. He scored 3 times against Chelsea. The first game this season, he didn't play against Chelsea. The second game this season, he didn't start against Chelsea. And guess how many goals we scored?
None.
0. None. Last season, unless I'm mistaken, I'm pretty sure he scored home and away against City as well. I need Mr. B for this, otherwise I'm done. Mr. B's my man for this.
Even back on, he's back. Here he is. He can come on. He's there somewhere.
Marvin.
Can you guys hear me though? Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. Carry on. I think it's his
anyway,
internet.
I'm pretty sure against City home and away last season, but I could be wrong. Martial scored.
Okay.
He's turned up in our big games. Last season, you saw the stats. If you're on Monday, you're not on Twitter, are you?
No.
You got to come on Twitter. But you saw them. Did we read out his thing about most non penalty goals and all that? How important he was for Man United?
Yeah, you said that. You said that last week. You mentioned something about that. Yeah,
that's how important. He was. That's how important he was for us last season. We've gone into this season. First game, everyone was shit. Martial got attacked. Second game, everyone was shit. We got lucky to win the game against Brighton. Martial got attacked. But the real thing was, he really got attacked after the Spurs game, where again everyone was shit.
Yeah.
Martial got attacked because he got sent off. Well, let's be honest, it was play acting, but it was stupid from him.
Yeah.
But those first 3 games don't define a player. And now all of a sudden, what people done is they've jumped on Martial the same way they jumped on Luke Shaw. Now all Luke Shaw is doing is them same burgers they were chucking at Luke Shaw. He's just dashing them back at them.
He was jamming
them.
Big Mac and fries.
He's just dashing them burgers back at them, and this is game in, game out. But everything's. I see a couple of people yesterday tweet about Martial, and he come on for 11 minutes, but we did nothing before he came on. So the way I look at it is, if Martial's the problem, why are we not winning these games without him? That's what I don't understand. If he's the issue, why are we not winning these games without him? Why didn't we score a handful of goals against Chelsea yesterday? Why did we not score a handful of goals against Chelsea the last game?
The manager.
Why? Yeah, but we can blame them. Listen, personally, for this situation, I do blame the manager, because you had a good front 3. Dan James is playing well as well now. You could have brought him into the mix with them, and you broke that front 3 for a guy who's come over from PSG with his walking stick, and said, "I'm going to come in the mix."
He's got hair like 20-year-olds.
And the point I don't get is, if we're going by form, and people say Martial shouldn't be starting, maybe shouldn't be able to come because of form, well then I'm sorry, Bruno Fernandes shouldn't start any big games. No big games. If we're playing against someone at the bottom half of the table, put Bruno Fernandes in. If we're playing a big game, let him sit at home with a sporting shirt on and drink a cold beer. Because Rude boy, you're not turning up. You're not turning up. We had a counter attack. We had a counter attack 3-on-2 yesterday. 3-on-2. And the ball he plays to Rashford is behind Rashford, goes out for a throw-in. Let me tell you, if that's Jesse Lingard, there's racial abuse going on.
Wait, not yet, Mr. V. Thingy on Monday, you'll be on.
If that's Jesse Lingard,
bite your fingers.
There'll be racial abuse after the game. There'll be so much criticism. There'll be clip after clip after clip. But there's nothing said about Bruno. And yes, he's been fantastic in the small games. But when you're getting compared to Eric Cantona, when you're getting compared to the man named The King, you have to be turning up in the big games. Yesterday, we played with 10 men. He was the worst player on the pitch. He was our worst player. I got the stats.
We got eyes.
I watched them with my eyes, and the stats told me it was not lies.
That rhymes.
Oh, God. So, hold on. I'll come back to you in a second then, Unofficial. Monday, you're itching to go. Hit us up.
I'm trying to remember the points now. All right, let's go back to Cantona. Let's rewind slowly. You said he's not Eric Cantona. He doesn't turn up at big games.
Cantona is God. He's king.
Okay, let's look at this realistically. What did Cantona do in Europe in the big games?
He was because I can answer this.
Hold on.
Are you talking about?
No, it's my time.
Wait, let him have it. Let him have it.
Just want to see him frown. That's all. Right. What did Cantona do in the big games? I don't want to answer because everybody knows. Everyone knows. He did nout. In the Premiership, yeah, he done all right. But as soon as he come back from that ban, he wasn't the same player. He started playing as a number 10. I remember I could show you a game where they played 4-3-3 in who was it? I can't remember. 96, 97. You know, Cantona did not turn up at the big games. This is supposed to be our world-class player, all this kind of thing. I mean, Alex Ferguson called him a world-class player. But to me, when we analyse it, few good goals, not a really great goal record for the games played. And he was obviously technically great and fantastic. And he was an inspiration like Bruno is. But let's not say Bruno is not like Cantona, because Cantona didn't deliver either. And this thing about Bruno not delivering big games, put it this way. Remember when John Barnes played for Liverpool? Everyone remember this?
Yeah, I remember it.
Just give you a little analogy here. When John Barnes played for Liverpool, he's as a winger, he scored 27 goals in one season. Maybe 88, 89, around them times. Smashed it. So whenever he played for England, everyone says, it's just like common knowledge now. They say, he never played good for England, When he played for England, he was so unselfish right? And so miles ahead intelligently from the rest of the team that whenever opposition teams come along and say, right, we've got Mark Barnes, people will double up on him. And that he would use his intelligence to free up space for other people and bring up.
I'm just on a Liverpool show. I'm just on a Liverpool show. I'll call you back after. I'm doing a Liverpool show.
Oh, he's got you.
There's some Liverpool fan talking about John Barnes. Like, I was watching RoboCop and Ninja Turtles back then. I don't know what he's talking about. Sorry, I'll call you back. Go on, sorry.
So professional. All right, granted. I should not be mentioning the Liverpool players here. Trash. You get my point. Bruno.
I don't get your point. I'm
coming to it. And Bruno in the big games, I think he delivers. If we go back and watch the 90 minutes of all these big games we've apparently played,
what?
Hold on.
What?
As I said,
what?
As I mentioned with Digger, when Digger was the top man, people would double up on him and he was unselfish. Same with Bruno.
What?
All right, and the last point I'm going to go to respond is the point about he said, yeah, we were breaking 3-2 yesterday, and he couldn't play a ball to Rashford. Now let me tell you something. This is where the eye test comes into it. Yesterday. Let me tell you something about that. Let's go and watch that. Unofficial, please, I beg you, go and watch the tape, right? And we watch this again. Look at Rashford's run. This is what I'm saying. This is why I'm going back to Martial as well. It's going to link in. It all links in together, yeah? Okay. Look at Rashford's run. It's terrible. Trash. Cavani would have dropped that way, drop a shoulder, and got inside. Rashford should have run in the middle of the two centre-backs, or the full-back and the centre-back. Rashford decided to run a little bit out wide next to the guy.
If you run through the middle of the centre-backs, you're running directly in front of Bruno. Let me tell you what Bruno's got to do here. Play the ball in front of the fastest player at Man United, other than Dan James. Play the ball in front of him. If he doesn't get there, that means he's trash. Don't ever compare that piece of shit Cavani to Marcus Rashford.
Oh my days!
Period. Period.
Please.
I never want that piece of trash compared to Marcus Rashford ever again. I'm going to tell you something now. This is a stat I pulled out of the hat earlier. Since the beginning of last season, in all our games against the top six, Bruno has 3 goals. 2 of them penalties. Martial has 3 goals. No penalties. Marcus Rashford has 10 goals against the top 6 since the beginning of last season. Don't ever talk about the best player at Man United by a country. Do you remember his Mr. B? Do you remember his free kick against Chelsea in the Carling Cup?
He smashed it in. I can smash. That's my arm. I'm going to show you something on my phone afterwards. That's my video screensaver for my phone.
And you just compare the guy. Let me tell you something.
Let me finish my point.
Bruno Fernandes this season has 0 goals from open play against the top 6.
My point.
0.
Wait.
Here's the difference. This is why Stats Up is a great show. All right, this is why it's the best show on the internet right now.
Best.
Okay? He's come with stats. He's come with stats right now. I'm coming with eyes. Big old eyes.
Get the eyes on it.
That's why I'm like Vision. I'm replaying it in everyone's minds. Everyone's like, oh yeah, I remember the way Omondi spells it out. You know, you don't need a screen. I'm telling you, talking it through exactly what happened.
Sorry, you're right.
Listen.
I'm just going to tell you about Eric Cantona.
Bruno looks up.
Eric Cantona eyes.
This ain't a stat business.
Wait.
One at a time.
Bruno looks up and he's looking for a run. He's thinking, right, we're breaking here. Who's going to make that run? There's a wide space in the middle. Rashford gets in his running mode and decides to run with the man. And he didn't even do it, just a straight, stupid run. And so he couldn't play it to him.
Can I ask you a question?
I actually stood up. This thing, I'm watching the game yesterday, right here, sitting right here, and I'm like this. Cha! Please, what's wrong with this guy? And I had to know. I knew you'd be coming for this. I knew the next day on the show you were coming to say something about this. So that's Bruno. That's not Bruno's fault.
Teacher, can I ask him a question? Does Cristiano Ronaldo know how to make runs?
Who?
Does Cristiano Ronaldo know how to make runs?
Of course.
Then why don't Bruno Fernandes find him for Portugal? Do you know what happened the last time Bruno Fernandes played for Portugal? Do you know what happened?
Is this a stat or are you going to visualize the game?
No. I'm just going to tell you. To see what happened. They were losing 1-0. They were losing 1-0 at halftime. It was against Croatia. Kovacic was shitting all over Bruno. They hooked Bruno at halftime. They went on to win the game. Anyway.
Oh.
Do you want to carry on? You know Sporting Lisbon. You know Sporting Lisbon that Bruno just came from. Sporting Lisbon, who everyone said if Bruno wasn't there, because he's their main man, they'll get relegated.
Now, innit? They're top of their league.
They're top of their league, unbeaten, and just went to Porto, their nearest rivals, with 10 points in front, and drew. Okay, they're top of their league. They're unbeaten this season in 21 or 22 games. They haven't won the league in 19 years. They got rid of him, and they're top of the league, unbeaten by 10 points. They're going to win a league, and watch him score nothing against the top 6 at Man United. Eric Cantona.
Yeah, answer my point about him not performing in big games.
He was at Marseille. They won a double. He left Marseille that summer. Went to Leeds. They won the league. He left Leeds, went to a shit Manchester United team that hadn't won the league in 26 years.
Came second the previous year.
Whoa. They won the league.
Okay, go. You weren't even born.
They won the league. Yes, I was.
Yeah.
What?
When were you born? You look so young.
I'm 35. I've got 3 kids.
Okay.
I was born. I was born. I was born.
Oil of Ule you using?
Yeah, something like that.
All right.
I got Asian in me. We do all right. Anyway, so he won the league at Man United. They won the league for 26 years. Then they won the league again. Then guess what happened? He got banned. Man United lost the league. Then he came back. Man United won the league. And do you know why he never done well in Europe? Do you know why? Because there was the 5 foreigner rule. And Giggs was classed as a foreigner. Roy Keane was classed.
Dennis Irwin.
Irwin was classed as Irish.
Dennis Irwin. Anyone who's classed as not English, so you're Welsh, if you're Irish, if you're Scottish, you're classed as a foreigner.
Yeah.
We had to go away sometimes and not have Schmeichel in goal.
So he wasn't
playing. Was it Les Sealy? Wasn't it?
So was he playing or not? Was he playing? Was he playing?
Sometimes he didn't even play.
Sometimes he did, sometimes he didn't.
Sometimes he didn't. Got to do. What if he was playing? He's playing on the pitch. What? He still got to deliver. He wasn't delivering.
What is he talking about?
He wasn't playing the game.
He wasn't playing. He didn't play games when we're thinking. Cantona weren't allowed.
So are you telling me because of the foreigner rule they dropped Cantona?
Yeah, they have because you had
you guys.
You had Dennis Irwin. You had Dennis Irwin. You had Schmeichel. You had Chelsea.
Giggs. Giggs. Keane. Just those players. They're all foreigners.
Yeah, so you're telling me...
you only had 5.
All right, so are you telling me... I agree with you. Are you telling me that Cantona didn't play then? Because of that?
Some of the games he didn't even play.
Sorry, we're going to let McClare play, even though he's Scottish. He played!
And also, we're not talking about Europe. We're talking about the Premier League. Because if you want to talk about Europe, do you want to go where? Do you want to go and look at what Bruno's done for us in the Champions League this season? Because Marcus Rashford, the guy you were talking about, can't run, was top goal scorer in the Champions League. Before that shit team got knocked out. 6 goals. 6 goals. He had 6 goals in the group stages and a hat-trick against Leipzig. So the Marcus Rashford that don't know how to run was top goal scorer in the Champions League. And that's not for Man United. That's overall, rude boy. That's the Haalands. That's the Mbappes. That's the Ronaldos. That's the Messis. And my boy Rashford was top of the pile, looking down at a lot of them. And then guess what?
Mr. B, can I ask you a question?
Bruno didn't turn up.
Mr. B, let me ask you a question, yeah? If you're like manager in Europe and you're playing Man United, who are you going to try and cut out to stop service getting to the front three? You're going to start saying, all right, we need to stop Fred because his ball...
leave Fred out of it. Come on now.
Or are you going to say, oh, we need to cut out McTominay because he plays such great balls to the front three? You know? Who are you going to target? Who are you going to say, look, we need to sit on these guys, on this man?
Are you...
Don't answer. It's all right.
Listen. Okay. You're going to mark Fernandes because he's our most dangerous player. But
he's done.
He doesn't. How much assists does he have? He's a finisher, isn't it? I look at Fernandes as you've got midfielders who create and midfielders who finish. Fernandes is like a Lampard. He finishes. So I think he does assist because he's a midfielder, but he's more of a finisher. Don't get me wrong. I love Fernandes. I don't care, innit?
So you agree, if you want to stop Man United and get the ball to the front three, You're not going to go for Fred. You're not going to
No,
go
you
for...
can't, because Fred's a bag of shit and McTominay's a bag of shit. So why are you going to bother marking
So
them?
my point is, if you're in Europe against top high caliber teams, they're going to say, right, the focus of the game is we need to cancel out Bruno because he's the one who's obviously making links between. He's the link between the midfield and the front three and providing all of the service, as we see in the Premiership. But as we go step up a level in the big games, this is not
We
really.
got knocked out. That's why we're in fucking Europa.
But I'm saying this: Bruno's still intelligent enough to realize two-man on him, and he pops off. And this is where the other players aren't good enough to take advantage of that. That's my point.
Okay,
I
sorry
don't,
guys.
I don't have a problem with. I like Bruno.
I like
And the
Bruno.
fact that everybody
Guys,
hates him,
okay, so
I
guess
love.
what? I'm just going to go around quickly and say yes or no. Then I'm going to give you all the question and we're going to give you the stats because I need to know, would you guys sell Martial? That was the topic.
Yeah, but is this a yes or no? Just yes or no?
I'm just going to say yes or no now. Would you
Okay.
sell him? Because we've literally run just under half an hour about Bruno Fernandes and it was a Martial question. So let's start with on Monday. Let's hit you off. Would you sell? Well, Unofficial answered the thing anyway. He said no. So that was
I
the
say
thing.
yes.
You said
No.
yes.
Can
And
I show you? Quick reason?
go on.
He's a inside forward on the left. Rashford is better than him. He's number 2, which means he's not the best player in that position at our club. So, and we got the young Newcastle little guy coming through. What's his name?
I
Shawshire.
can't say it, but yeah.
Yeah. So I think based on that alone, we should sell him because he's not a striker, as Mr. Unofficial likes to point him out as the best striker, better than Cavani. He's not a striker. So because he's the second best behind Rashford, I think he should go. Yeah.
Okay. And I'm not selling him because I'm Martial in all the way. I'll back him
You're
all the way.
everybody in. Jesus Christ.
No,
You're everybody in.
I'm not. No.
Who do you want out? Who do you want out?
Good
Yeah.
question.
Man United.
Yeah.
Who do I not have at Man United? Actually, I'm everyone in apart from the manager. I'm everyone in apart from the manager.
See? There you go. You're just so lovely to everybody, bruv.
It's true.
You know what I mean?
Solo's
Oh
one
my
of the nicest guys we know. We all know this already.
Wow.
No, the thing is with it, don't get me wrong. I do criticize players at Man United. I do criticize players. I'm not going to lie. But if you sit there and then you start having sort of like lack of respect for them and like trying to banter me with them, I'm going to defend all of them. I'll defend
You
every
just
single
do
player
shit.
at United. It doesn't matter. Man United.
I do
Man
shit.
United. Man United is Man United. That's my heart. That's the bloodline.
Wow.
I can't.
When it comes to Fred Solo, you're a bit shaky on Fred.
Fred, I'm
He-
shaky
No,
on
he's
him.
not.
I'm shaky. I'm
He
shaky on
loves
Fred.
him to death.
I do, but
He
I'm
loves
still
him to
shaky.
death.
Sometimes he's
I won't
just
sell him. I won't sell him. I'd keep him. If someone came in and offered us 30 million, I'll say no, don't sell him. He will come good. He will come good.
Someone comes and offers us 30 million for Fred. I'm putting him on my shoulders and carrying him straight there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm
That's
carrying him straight there.
Brilliant.
Wow.
Yeah. Fred's my
How
man.
much did we pay for him? How much did we pay for Fred?
52
Ah,
million
just
pounds.
Just take the loss and release him, man. Just release him.
Oh,
Cut him
God.
out of his. Let him go.
I'm glad you say that. I'm glad you say that.
Would you mind hitting these questions up? And then I'm gonna then hit the stats with Martial.
Gemma again. Hi, Gemma. Says he does not fit your team. Like, let him be free, like Herrera. Who's she talking about? She talking about
Anders Herrera.
yeah, but who's she
Anders
talking
He must be
about?
talking about Martial.
Martial.
Okay. Cavani says Romeo says Cavani is better than Anthony, no doubt. Thank you, Romeo. Romeo, your wisdom is just awesome, man. Thank you.
Romeo, I think Romeo's on the other 10 or 11 as well.
What do you mean?
He's on
Hey,
10 or 11.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. He's a don.
Tells me everything I need to know.
Clearly
Tells
knows.
me everything I need to know.
Why you have to spoil it, man? Paul Carr says, speaking of Jesse Lingard, what's your thoughts? That's a good question.
I'm glad he's doing well.
He's doing well. I'm happy he's doing
I'm
well.
glad for him.
happy.
But I don't want
I'm
him back
happy.
at Old Trafford.
I want him
I'm
back.
glad for him, but I don't want him back at Old
But I
Trafford.
like that. I'm happy for him, but he's not coming back. Just keep him where he is.
I want him back.
Yeah?
See, again, you love everybody. Solo, come
I
on,
like
man.
him though. I like
How can
him.
you
I
say
like
that?
What
him.
do you like?
when he
Come
goes
on,
out,
man.
okay. So for me, the way I look at it is obviously he's got issues going on at home. He's not a crap player. He knows he's not gifted as a player, but what he does is he tries hardest. It's like Darren Fletcher. Everyone write Darren
We are
Fletcher
not.
on set.
We are not Newcastle. I don't want players to try
It's
hard.
like a charity. You get all these men who can just
All
run
right,
and
then.
run.
All right, then. We're not going to have him back then. All right, then. No link.
Studs up for Solo, man. Studs up for Solo. Romeo again said Bruno's not doing good because Ollie keeps switching the lineup, so it's hard to get used to. Yeah,
Yeah,
fair
good
enough.
call.
Harshal Shah, big up, man. How
Big
you doing,
up.
man? Cantona had a lot of better players around him. Do we agree? Cantona had better players
Yeah, he
around
did. He
He
did.
did.
Romeo again says best player at United is Edilson.
It's Edison.
Edison.
It's going to be Cavani, I reckon.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, in fact, Romeo on point. Fantastic.
He's the best player at Man United.
Unofficial, and Mr. B ain't having that.
Wait a minute, he's the best. And you just said Edison Cavani is the best player at Man United. All right,
Yeah.
all right. Cancel my contract. I'm done. Cancel my contract. Errol, cancel my contract. I'm done. Cancel my contract.
Oh dear. Sam Page at Amondi, do you think you'll miss Lingard? Think you've had a touch, mate. Bruno's your best player, in my unpopular opinion, bar Rashford. Agree, guys? He said
And
Bruno's
he
our best
doesn't
player.
support Man United.
Yeah. Oh, you know, okay. Gemma again says, is Bruno positioning's questionable? No.
No.
Can I answer that one?
Yeah.
His position is great. I think he's one of the most intelligent players in the whole Premiership League. You see the runs he makes, the pressing he makes, and he gets fills in. He tells people where to go. He's organising people, so he knows. He clearly knows things. He could get a blackboard out and he'll go over most people's heads. You know, talking tactics.
Who could do that?
Bruno. In Portuguese, maybe, but yeah. Do you agree?
He's 26 years of age and he's won one cup his whole
Oh, God,
career. And you're talking like he's a fucking triple World Cup winning, 8 Champions League winning, 15 league winning veteran who's coming. Guys, he's been fantastic in the small. He's been fantastic in the smaller games. But all this changed Man United. We're fucking winning nothing. He ain't changed shit. We're still shit. We are still shit with a little bit more shit sprinkled on it. Like we're going nowhere. I hear people talking about how much he's transformed us. Transformed us to what? Being the fucking second. We're Spurs. We're fucking Spurs. That's not good enough. Like, yes, he's been good, but come on, man. Like, you guys are going like he's Ronaldinho.
Solo.
Like,
I beg you,
but
Solo.
no.
Like you do every week, you get the clips.
Yeah.
We've been talking about this.
By 26, Eric Cantona had won the league with 3 different clubs. By 26, Bruno's hitting balls and hoping at Man United. No, man, come on. Allow me.
Go on.
Runs. All right, anyway. Harshal Shah says Bruno and Cavani different. Cavani is an out-and-out number 9. Yeah, agreed. Unlike Martial. Harshal Shah says Rashford and Cavani, meaning, yeah, great. Bits and bobs. Who knows bits and bobs? Big up. We had him on the show the other day. How you doing? We inside. Yes, welcome. Hold tight, panel. Yeah, we are, man. Harshal Shah says Fred and Scott too defensively minded, so similar to play when you play in a 2-4-2-3-1. Bruno has to keep going wide because there's no option to play quick play. If we had a solid CDM, you could play Donny. Anyone talk on that?
If we had a proper CDM, we wouldn't have to play bloody Fred.
Yeah, exactly. Harshal Shah, Errol, 100% Errol. What did you say, Errol?
I think it's going to be about backing the
everyone.
team. Backs
He backs everyone.
Yeah, so it could be anybody. Paul Carr says just as well Errol isn't the boss of United.
No, I'll reflect to that one.
Oh God! Here comes
What's
Paul
this?
Carr. Here comes Paul Carr saying
Tottenham 6-1.
Just 6-1. Just asking. Yeah.
Okay, so for me, all right. When I look at it, and as a United fan, there is players I don't really and truly want at the club. There is players. So for me now, if I'm being honest with you, I would say, is De Gea number 1 choice? I like De Gea, but I think if we put Henderson in goal, it'd be too rush. because I think we still need to give him sort of like a few more games in the cups just to build his confidence up, so he can then come and take off from De Gea, and I believe he will come next season. Then let's have a look at Fred. I like Fred. I'll back Fred, but I can see the mistakes within Fred, and I cuss Fred all the time, every week. Apart from yesterday when he had that little, shot.
Oh, come on.
So, but again, for me, and it's like what Unofficial said, it's not good enough. It's not good enough. For me, I look at some of these players at Man United, and I think Ed Woodward went out there with blinded, and someone went, oh, yeah, I think he might be good. You might as well sign him. Ed Woodward said, all right, then here, how much you want? 50 million? Yeah, we'll take him. And that's it.
Yeah.
And that's how it is.
Silly money.
At the moment, for Man United, we're going through a period where these guys are just, every club is mugging us off.
Yeah.
So last one from Gemma, and then we're going to go on last subject, and then I'll give you the
Gemma
stats.
says, man, you have no leader, no bully. And that was their thing in the past seasons. De Gea has no presence. Yeah. Good shout.
True. Agree.
100%.
100% agree.
So,
100%.
Let's look through now from 2016, Martial. So he played 31, scored 11, assisted 4.
31?
He played 31 games.
Oh, the season's 2016.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
sorry.
2016, 2017, 25, he played, scored 4, assisted 6. Then he played in 2018, he played 30 games, scored 9, assisted 5. Then in 2019, he played 27, scored 10, and assisted 2. And in 2020, his best season, scored 17, assisted 6. And then this season, he's played 21, scored 4, and assisted 3. So going into the attacking now, scored 4 goals. He's had 40 shots on goal so far this season in the Premier League. He's had 18 on target, 12 off target, block shots 10, offside 15, and he's fouled 14 times. Passing accuracy now and shooting accuracy. So passing, he had balls he's passed and completed his passing. He's completed passing of 473, and the whole comparison, it's 84% rate. So all his passing accuracy was 84. So this is what I was trying to say to people. When people are coming out, I'm sitting there, and like I said to people, when you watch certain players, watch them closely. People are quick enough to judge and criticize him, but the problem I have is when I watch his build-up play, it's almost, he's got the pace, he holds up play, and he tried to bring everyone into play as well. So he does the unselfish things, what people are not looking at. So everyone, because he doesn't score a goal, everyone's on his back. And I don't get it. Why people on his back? Because he doesn't score a goal. And he's moody. He doesn't smile. I don't care. He's doing other jobs, what no one's seeing. Rashford, he's getting the ball. He's passing off to Rashford. Rashford's going in scoring goals and stuff like that. This season may not be a good season for him, but the previous season has been. Every player goes through a stage where they have a dip in form. So I wouldn't sell him. Go on.
You make a good point, but I think when you looked at the stats, he went from 2016. It's like he's gone from that, had one good season. He's got back down again. How old is he? I mean, he shouldn't be. We
25.
can't call him young.
If I was Martial, I'd piss on the stadium, spit in the manager's face, and hand in a transfer request. Because all I know is, I would be sick of Man United. I'll tell you why I'd be sick of Man United.
Why?
I get bought as a 19-year-old kid. I come on, I shit all over Liverpool, their nearest rivals. And then that season, as a 19-year-old little boy, in my first season in the Premier League, these other jokers need 3, 4, 5 seasons. Pepe got bought for 72 million. He's still shit. Anyway, my first season, I'm top goal scorer for Manchester United Football Club. My first season, you know.
Was that
people
true?
Yes. He's the top goal scorer that season. Then a new manager, and we win the FA Cup. Bearing in mind, I scored the crucial goal in the semi-final. They got us through to the final. Because as you can see, other people have come in, these Cantona replicas, and they ain't scraped us through no semi-finals. Anyway, I'll move on from that.
Yeah.
So then comes the next season. Yeah. A new manager comes in, takes my shirt away, brings in a 36-year-old has-been, plays him up front, puts me out on the left, don't like me, chops and changes me, treats me like shit. Then the following season, treats me like shit again. Then the season after that, I'm having a half good season. He brings in this clown from Arsenal. It don't work out.
Yeah.
So that was in the second season. So then he's treating him like shit. Then in the third season, he's still treating him like shit. Ole comes in. He does half all right. Then the following season, Ole gets rid of that clown Lukaku and all that.
Yeah.
Sanchez is gone. Remember, Lukaku came in as well.
Yeah, true.
Then Ole gets rid of all them people, says to him, here, son, your number 9 shirt back. I'm making you my main striker. He goes out and says, thank you very much. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna thank you for that. So I'm gonna be Man United's top goal scorer again. This is my second time being in 5 seasons. It's my second time being a striker, not a left winger, a striker.
Yeah.
Again, I'm top goal scorer for Man United in all competitions. I won Man United most points. These are the things I've done for Man United. You then repay me. You repay me by going and get the 34-year-old piece of shit has-been, bringing him in and making him the main striker. That's how you repay me. That's the second time after being top goal scorer, he gets replaced by has-been PSG don't want no more. But we want to be top club. No, it's 2 seasons. It's 2 times the trot now. If I was Martial, when I swear that at half time yesterday after watching that shit show, I'd have gone downstairs. I would have walked down to Ole. I'd have took my training jacket off and the shirt off. I'd have chucked it in his face. So see you later. And this morning you would have heard Martial handed a transfer request. He said, "I'm not training until you get rid of me," because it's the second time after being top goal scorer.
They keep doing it to him, though.
They keep doing it to him.
You know, you made some really good points. Really good points. But just to counter and slide tackle that just a little bit, not taking all the ball, I'd say that put Cavani in as backup. The only reason Cavani's playing, is because he hasn't been scoring goals.
The reason being Cavani been playing. Cavani's on 200 and something K a week. That's why Cavani's playing.
Cavani's on more money than Rashford. That piece of shit's on more money than Rashford.
He's there for what? He didn't pay what signing on fee.
He's there just to run that way. They run that way. Like,
there is rumours as well, guys, that he is going to sign an extended contract as well. You know that.
Brilliant.
I know exactly where we're going as a club. I tell you where. Fucking nowhere.
Yeah, there you go.
Real Madrid would not go out and sign a 36-year-old from PSG, and then a couple of seasons later go and sign a 34-year-old from PSG. It's not the game you're in. PSG are going and getting Mbappe. We're going and getting their old scraps. No. Listen, we're going nowhere.
You know what?
Last few comments, and then we're going to put on the last part. There'll only be about 10 minutes anyway, the other one.
You should call it. This is from Paul. You should call your scout grasshopper. That's why you can't always go by stats. Thank you, Paul. Thank you. The real pundit, David. How you doing, man?
Hello,
Martial,
David. Welcome.
He says Martial is only good for United when he has no competition. We said this yesterday. He's for his position. Sorry. As soon as he has competition, he has a poor season. Do your research. I agree totally. We spoke about this yesterday.
Yeah.
Didn't bring that up today though. That was a good point. Adam Morris, hearing those stats makes me rage. How can anyone defend that? Errol, don't butter it up like he's a striker. He's there. Sorry, he says Errol, don't butter it up. He's a striker. He's there to score goals. What stats he's saying?
The one I'm giving, the ones I've just read out.
That's funny. People were sucking the life out of Firmino last season, going, he's not there to score goals. He's there to create the play. Listen, they were sucking the life out of Firmino. That man got the life sucked out of him. That's how much they loved Firmino. But now it works everywhere. And I've already given you guys stats on we score more as a team when Martial starts up front than when he doesn't start up front. I'll give you those stats. Yeah. Or when Cavani starts up front, we score a lot less goals. It's like 1 goal a game, but with Martial, it's only 2. It's more than 2 goals a game. So he must be doing something good for the team. Must be, but maybe that's.
Is that including the Southampton game?
What's that?
That's those stats, because like these stats about us being top goal scorers as well. I think they only come out in that Southampton game. That's really.
But we scored over 50 something goals. Over I can't remember the goals we scored, but we scored quite a lot. The last comment and then the last subject.
Paul Kerr says nowhere is nice this time of year.
He's mugging us off now.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, this is the last one. Is Ole right about talking about other players from other club. Obviously, this Haaland thing, he sold Man United fans a dream last season when he came out publicly and he was saying, we almost got him. He's almost there. When in fact, we were nowhere there because he won't come to United anyway. Now, I think about a week ago or so, he came out his press conference saying, he's been talking to him every day, keeping an eye on him and stuff like that. And for Man United fans, there will be a surprise in store for us. Now, as a Man United fan, I know what the Glazers are like. I know what Ole's like. So, let's start with Mr. B on this one. Do you actually believe the BS that's coming out Ole's mouth about this? Because it's BS.
He's an absolute prick. Yeah. The first time we sat down here and I'm saying, why is this man talking about? Why is he talking about Haaland? Why is he talking about Haaland? Don't already know how our clubs stay when it comes to spending more than 60 million for the complete season, including sales and loans and add-ons and whatever. Yeah. He's now doing it again, like an idiot.
He did it with Sancho last season as well.
To be laughing at him again, he's an arse. He's an arse. Just shut your mouth. Shut your mouth and don't talk about the player. Yes, you know him. So what? There must be enough players that know Ollie. But he's going to insist on talking it up. What? To get the whole of the fan base all gas for the whole summer so that they can have all of these Twitter hits and all of this other stuff, all of this social media nonsense. You know, it doesn't make no sense.
Selling shirts as well.
Sorry, what was that?
Selling shirts as well.
There you go, selling shirts. And you know man's going to be buying Haaland shirts and we don't even have the player. Because that's what these stupid arseholes do. You know what I mean? It makes no sense. He's an idiot. He's an absolute clown. He hasn't learned. I don't understand how you can't learn. These are big men. He's 48. He's not 25. He made a mistake a season ago. It's not like he's got Alzheimer's. You know what I mean? He knows what he's done. You know what I mean? He's got burnt and he's going to get burnt again. I ain't having nothing to do with Haaland. And guess what happens when Haaland comes? How much goals do you think he's going to score?
Nothing. Hardly any.
Listen, there's a reason why Scott McTominay has the same amount of goals as Cavani. Because we don't create enough fucking chances.
Yeah.
Because we don't create enough chances. And that's a fact.
It doesn't matter who we buy. It doesn't matter who we buy up front. We can have Jesus Christ and Pele. It doesn't make no difference. We're not going to score.
And this is why I say Sancho's more important than Haaland. I'm sorry, because we needed a right winger for years, and we need a guy who creates but scores as well.
And he's unselfish. He's unselfish.
You got to remember, Haaland wants to score goals, and when he's not scoring goals, he'll get frustrated. Because when you come to Manchester, it's all right doing it at Dortmund. No one gives a fuck about what Dortmund does. No one cares if Dortmund win, lose, or draw. Nobody gives a shit. Dortmund are fifth in the league. Nobody cares. When you come to Manchester United, you don't score for 3 games. Oh my God. He will be under immense pressure. And I agree with Mr. B. Listen, I support Ole, but he just needs to shut his mouth. How much time you going to talk? I believe he had sex with Haaland's mum and he's probably Haaland's dad. I believe it. Because you can only be talking about your son that much. It can't be anyone else. That's the truth. Because you don't listen. All you're doing is basically telling your strikers and telling your forward players that I don't think you're good enough.
That's it. That's exactly what he's doing.
That's it. Like,
that's exactly what he's doing.
If I was Greenwood, I'd walk into his office and go, fuck a Haaland, play me up front every game and make sure these guys create for me. I don't want to see these balls flying all over the place and me having to hold up. Make sure they create. I'll show you how many goals I can score.
We don't have creators in our team.
We don't have creators. We don't
retain the ball, so it shows.
Mr. B, do you know what the problem is? Really, Rashford started off as a striker and really wants to be a striker. Martial wants to be a striker. Greenwood wants to be a striker. Cavani used to be a striker.
Okay.
The only guy you've got there that's happy to create is Daniel James. And obviously Juan Mata, who he's so slow now I actually see it. I see them. I see an old woman when fans were still allowed in. An old woman with a Zimmer frame was running down the touchline. Like she was faster than him. So like we just and this is the issue. And why? And the biggest problem for Manchester United is in the big games this season is against the big teams. We're not good at holding the ball. We already know that. This is what Ole needs to start. This is what Ole needs. Sorry, I'm coming away from the subject, but guys, I've got to shoot. I've got to go because my kids are waiting for me. Because my mother-in-law's having dinner. But so with the Haaland thing, just shut your mouth. You keep talking about Haaland. When next time someone asks you about it, I'll say we've got good players here as well. Like we got good strikers here. Whatever Haaland's doing at Dortmund, good luck to him. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Stop going on about him. Anyway, but for me, at Manchester United, we was doing well against the big teams last season because we was playing 4-3-3, or 4-2-3-1. But we was having 3 strikers, and we knew we had to play on counter-attack because we need to start working this summer. We need to work on keeping the ball. Because we can't keep the ball for 3 passes. All we ever want to do with the ball is, as soon as we get the ball back, this is why I always stick up for our defense, because they have so much more to do than any other defenders in the league. Because the minute we get the ball back, we want to make one pass into a through ball. That's not how it works. Yeah. Sometimes you got to be fast with it. Sometimes you got to slow it down and wait for the team to give you that gap, because they will. Anyway, so we was playing our front three that was going to be dynamic and fast. Now, all they started doing was he started playing a diamond, which don't suit us, or Paul Pogba on the wing, who's not going to be dynamic and fast. That's not the way he plays. No. So now you've killed that part. Then you're playing Cavani up front. And I honestly believe if I was crawling, I'd be faster than him. So you've killed what Manchester United were. Pep Guardiola even come out and said, just recently, that Man United are probably the best counter-attacking team in the world. So imagine that. Imagine Pep Guardiola saying that. And what you've done, you've gone and killed that by playing a different formation or playing one of your best creative midfielders out on the wing or playing a granddad up front who would just about beat Matt in a race. Like, this is why we can't beat the top teams this season. No, this is why you're seeing. So this is why we've only scored 1 goal against the top 6. Yeah, that's why. And if you look at the Liverpool game, yes, Cavani started up front. And what happened? Rashford and Greenwood looked at each other and said, listen, we can't play with this, granddad. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to assist you, and then you're going to assist me. That's the only way we're going to score. Otherwise, it's going to be another 0-0. And these men are probably going to score down the other end. And that's what happened. But with the Haaland thing, just shut your mouth and start sorting the team out, because you're going to lose a couple of more semi-finals. And you're going to come out and go, oh, but we got to the semi-final, eh? Good impression. We finished top 4, eh? And then he'll end it with, if we had Haaland, we might have won, eh? Boys, love for having me on.
We'll see you later on. Thank you very much. See you soon.
I'll see you during the week, and definitely see you next Monday, because you know.
Brilliant.
Cheers, boys. Have a nice week, yeah?
You too. Nice one.
See you later.
Respect. Thank you. Respect. So, guys, let's go through the last bit of comment now, and then we're going to wrap it up, because that literally very, very good. Enjoy it all the time. So let's go to you on Monday, because we didn't get your thoughts and process on it with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's comment about this Haaland thing, and then we'll wrap it up.
I saw the actual interview. It's out there on YouTube and everything. I saw it, and I don't think it was as obvious as you laid it out. It's easy to say it. When you hear it, it's all tongue-in-cheek kind of thing. He was obviously asked a question about Haaland. He knows Haaland. He managed him. He's at Mulder. He says he speaks to him, like, I think he said every day, but he just said, yeah, I speak to him. You know, we have a good relationship, that sort of thing. And sort of left it like, well, you know, didn't say I'm going to sign him. He said, yeah, well, we were good. You never know what's going to happen. That sort of thing. It wasn't so bam, you know, as we're talking about now. I thought it was quite subtle the way he dropped it. And I think it makes me more optimistic about signing a world-class player like him, who I do think we need over Sancho.
We need him, but for me, my honest thing is, and I think we spoke about this as well, before we sign Haaland, before we even go and get Sancho, we need to get midfield players who can retain the ball before we worry about them guys who can feed the players.
Yeah.
There's no point getting those players unless you can feed them.
It's been, how long's Oli been in the job? 2.5 years.
This is like 2.5 years, yeah.
Yeah.
Mourinho bought. I understand Mourinho bought Fred, so he's in the squad. He's a player that he has to work with.
Yeah.
But this isn't even about Fred. This is just about, we're now, the beginning of the season, we said we needed a right midfielder.
Yep.
Some people said we needed a centre back. Now, halfway through the season, what, we don't need a centre back?
Oh,
Because
we
we've
do.
got
We still need
Davy
it.
and by. Right. So now, beginning of the season, we finished second last season. We needed two players. We might finish second, third, or fourth this season, whatever. How much players do you think that we need?
Well, for me, if I was being honest with you, I'd sit there right now and say we need a centre back, a commanding centre back, a commanding centre back. Then we get rid of Lindelof to replace him, and then we can get rid of that guy they call Phil Jones. Don't know who he is. As well, on top of it, give him to someone for free. Yeah. Then for me, we need a creating midfield player, to play alongside Pogba.
Hold on,
Because
we need a creative midfielder to play alongside Pogba.
Yeah.
So what?
Yeah.
Where's
You're going to play with two creative midfielders in mid. So you don't think Pogba's a creator?
No, Pogba is a creating midfield player.
And you want another one to play alongside him?
Well, to be honest with you, Pogba's been very injured, very inconsistent this season, isn't he, with injury? And plus, we don't know what mood Pogba is going to wake up with tomorrow.
He's going to go. There ain't no mood. He's going to go.
He's going to go.
You know what
I would say, actually? You know what I would say? Reverse it. Bring in Ndidi from Leicester, yeah? Proven Premier League player, and then get a player who can play alongside him in midfield.
Get Basuma. Forget about Ndidi. I would take Basuma from Brighton.
Cheap as well, 20 million, 25 million.
Without a shadow of a doubt, I would take Basuma from Brighton. That's the sort of player that we need.
And we need a right winger, and we need a centre forward.
So we need 5 players.
Yes. Before we challenge for the league, we need 5 players.
So why is man getting gassed about us challenging for the league then? This is my point. We don't have a squad good enough.
And we need a new manager as well, on top of that.
Right.
You said you was Ollie in.
No, not Ollie in.
You're Ollie out.
Yeah, I've said it. I said earlier in the comments when everyone was saying I'm nice and this.
Yeah,
you said who would get rid of. I said I'll keep all the player.
All right, you did say that.
Yeah.
Sorry, Monday. Go on, bro.
The thing is, I think with squad, it's been good enough this year. It's just that Ollie hasn't been able to manage them correctly to get games. Look at the 2013 squad. Don't think it was much better than what we got now, and he still won it.
Look at the manager. Yeah, but look at the manager, man.
Exactly, that's the point. Exactly, it's the manager that makes that. Why I'm frustrated. Why we should be like 5, maybe 7, 8 more points ahead.
Better off.
I don't think we've got the players. Personally, I don't think we've got the players.
I don't think we've got all the players, but I think the manager, like what Unofficial Pundit said, if we had started probably Martial, that will give us a bit more threat going on this game just gone. Now, again, Pogba for me, we lost Pogba in that game against Everton, and we crumbled.
Has nobody realised how shit we've been playing since Pogba's not playing?
Yeah, I know. I realised it. I realised that. I was thinking about it today.
This is the future for us. This is what we're going to have to get used to. Without Paul Pogba pulling the strings behind Fernandes in central midfield, this is our future.
Are we saying that Pogba's leaving?
Yeah, Pogba will go. He ain't staying at Man United. What is he doing? Bruno Fernandes will be gone soon as well.
Man.
What? You're going to play for Solskjaer? You're mad.
What's he going to stay for?
Yeah.
His agent come out saying he's going to go. This is his swan song season. This is you know when you got a free mind, you can sleep at night. Innit? When you got something on your mind, you're stressing.
Yeah.
As soon as his agent talked the talk, and he had the chat with Ollie, they've had their piece now. They've made their piece in it. Look how he's playing.
Yeah. Jesus.
Oh God, maybe we can bring it up. I don't know. We can discuss.
Yeah, we'll bring it up. We'll bring next week. We'll do this next week's show because we've got to wrap up as well now. Because literally, I think we're even over the Spurs show.
I've seen the time. We need to have some structure to the show, man. Carl, look at the time that we've been on for.
I didn't even realize the time until
it goes so fast.
Yeah. Okay. Should we just hit these guys' comment and we'll wrap it up?
Yeah.
Martial, big up, bruv. Maybe Martial needs new teeth, like Klopp. Gemma Louise again, hi. Says business side of Man U is poor and it should be done behind closed doors.
Yeah.
I suppose. Real Pundit David says it's not Ollie's fault. The board sells him a dream.
No, but he
it's
was
a
just
choice.
happy to get the job anyway.
Yeah.
The board didn't have to sell him anything. He would have taken the job.
Yeah.
Paul Carr says you need players like the old Rooney. There ain't any in today, are they? Harshal Shah again says still 4 transfer windows from having a perfect squad. Wow.
Yeah.
Hell.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. So, guys, thanks everyone for watching. This is FTB Studs Up, and I am Solo 7 with Monday and Mr. B. And join us back at 7:30 on Monday, and we'll have Unofficial Pundit back on the show again, guys. So hope you enjoy it. Thank you very much. Thanks for all your comments and everything, guys. Please like, subscribe, and share, guys. Thank you.